Greetings to you. Hello, I am V from V Love and Tarot. Thank you for joining me for another pick a card reading. If you were subscribed to this channel back when I was posting a lot of reactions, I hope that you can still stick around. It's still me. I'm just uploading new content. If you remember back in the day when I was doing my reactions, I was also doing tarot in my live streams, and that's where I got a lot of my practice. So I thank you if you were here from those days, and you know who you are. There's quite a few, and you're still here on my other channel, down my tarot journey, helping me with my tarot journey, part of it. And now I'm deciding to keep my pick card readings here on this channel. I revamped it, so I hope that you can still stay subscribed. And if you're coming from my Lightworker channel, V Love and Crystals, you'll see that I moved all of my pick a card readings here, and this is where it will stay going forward. So thank you so much for joining me. Today we're diving into your next date. What will it look like? What will it be like? So pile number one, I have the Hocus Pocus inspired deck. It's called my Hocus Pocus. It's like a spoofy deck, but it has the Hocus Pocus theme embedded inside of it. We're trying to make it different, try to make it better, so we'll probably sell this deck at some point. Pile number two, we have the Green Witch Tarot. And pile number three, you have the Witchling Academy Tarot with the black tourmaline. So 1 with the red jasper, 2 with the amethyst, and 3 with the black tourmaline. If you are new to pick a cards, this is what we do. I have a topic for us for each of the piles, and then you just decide which one you feel most drawn to, whether it's 1, 2, or 3. Timestamps are always below. If you want to choose with your second option, which could be with the number 1, 2, or 3, or your eyes, whatever you wish. You can watch more than one pile, whatever you wish. The links will be down below. The timestamps will be linked below, as well as all the decks I'm using. So thank you for being here, and now let's get into your piles. Number 1, you're first. Number 1, you chose the red jasper. Thank you for choosing this. Let me know that you did so by putting 1 in the comments. You don't have to tell me your whole life story. Just put like an emoji or whatever. Alright, so let's dive in. So I'm using my Hocus Pocus deck. I sold it. I sold 1 copy last year, but then my husband and I pulled it back because we weren't really too happy with the look of it. So we're going to work hard on it. Maybe we'll have it ready next year. So, but this is my baby, and I still love working with it, even though we're not sharing it with the tarot community. So hopefully we'll have it soon enough. But this, yeah, it dives deep. So it's not just cute. It's not just cutesy. All right, we got I'll always take care of you. So pile number 1, your person, your next date is someone who's very considerate of your feelings, someone who's very passionate, someone who's gonna, oh wow, I'm getting like that, oh my gosh, what's that word? It starts with the SH, no, I'm sorry, CH, chivalry. You know, that old-fashioned type of dude or dudette. I'm getting, this can be female and male. They're old-fashioned type of energy where, you know, you hold doors for people. And even the girl is stepping up to the plate to hold the door, or to pass the door to her mate, or to pay for a date, or to say, hey, can I have your hand in marriage? So this, you know, it can be a male, it can be female energy. So this next date, yeah, they have a lot of good manners, very polite, and etiquette, sensible. So this person is very smart. This person is very considerate of your feelings, considerate of, you know, if you're feeling happy, are you feeling entertained? Are you feeling happy in this date? Are you feeling like you're having a good time? Like, this person just caring about what you want. So you got protector energy, and that tells me that this is like some kind of, wow, this is like a gentleman. This is a gentleman and a half. And if it's a female energy, she protects and cherishes her relationship, you know. So in the date context, when it comes to dating, it's more like, when I get protection, it's more like territorial, but not like in a negative way. It's more like, you know, wanting to, you know, lead the dance floor, wanting to order food for you, wanting to make sure that everybody knows that they are on a date with you. Maybe feeling prideful, you know, like, yep, we're on a date together, so no googly eyes over here on both parts. Then we got flashback, and this can tell me that maybe you feel this is a very, very nostalgic connection. Maybe you feel that this is familiar. I'm not sure if you feel familiar with this person. If you feel like you've known them, you've met them, or maybe they're someone from your past. That's what I'm getting with that. You know, like that energy of like, man, this seems so comfortable. This seems so warm and welcoming and home-like. That's what I'm getting. So protective, and then you have kindness here. Like I said, they have good etiquette, dating etiquette. They probably haven't been on a date in a long time. And so when they do date you, it's like, I'm going to treat you like a queen. I'm going to treat you like a princess. I'm going to treat you like a king or prince and show you what it's like to be on a date with moi. And then and then you got sensible and guidance. So I'm getting that this person is very intelligent. This person is very smart. Like book smart, or it can just be, you know, street smart, or very wise. You know, maybe they're older than you, or they just have an old soul. Flashback. So I don't know if this person, you have history with this person, or this person reminds you of someone you used to know or someone you used to date. So that can be a good or bad thing. You don't want to be dating somebody new that reminds you of somebody old. But it could be a good memory. It can be like, man, this person makes me feel home. I mean, this person, you know, brings those nostalgic vibes. Maybe you met them in another past life. Maybe that's another story. Yes. So what kind of energy are they bringing to this date here? What kind of energy? Okay, Gypsy Witch, travel, levitation, adaptation. So this, when I'm getting from this energy alone, Gypsy, this person could be, yeah, maybe they love adventure. Maybe they're just very, well, they're immersed in culture, immersed in their, you know, in earthly matters, you know, and also traveling. You know, maybe they've been there. And that's what makes them so smart, right? They've been there, done that. So maybe they feel like, I don't know, like there's something, that's why they're so intelligent, sensible, and they have a lot of guidance to offer. They're very wise because they've been there, done that, been around the world, and then some. And this person could also be from, you know, overseas. Maybe you guys meet online, or maybe you guys, when you have a date, this person, you know, has traveled. So maybe they were in the Marines or the Army. Maybe they were, military, you know, which can be anything. It can be Navy, Army, the Force, Air Force, etc. So this person, I don't know, I'm getting like very well immersed, you know, in culture, in, that's it, that's what I'm leaving. And they can come from different backgrounds. Maybe they are biracial. Let's see. You have skeptical here, questions, hesitations, and doubts. And that to me makes me feel, that's why we have the book here, because they question. They love answers. They love finding things out. They love satisfying their brain thirst. You know, their brain might be thirsty for knowledge or interested in X, Y, and Z, and they want to know all there is to know about it. So and when it comes to the dating scene, it's like, I'm interested in you. What can I do to get to know you better? Can we go out for a date again? It's like they want to show you the world. They want to show you different things to see how you react, to see how you adapt to it. We have adapt. So this person can adapt to different surroundings. This person probably has lived in their car for quite some time. Maybe they lived overseas. Maybe they lived with, maybe they lived in shelters. Maybe, you know, like they just have a lot of street smart, book smart wisdom. Wow, this is beautiful. I like this energy. So it's like when you get together, they're going to show you something so beautiful. Like this date, it's like they're very interesting to you. Skeptical, also questions. And maybe you're feeling mysterious, or maybe that you're mysterious to them, or you find them to be mysterious and you want to know all about them. And skeptical, so it could be just very like Page of Swords, you know, always wanting to know everything, you know, questioning everything. And I just feel like what this is saying, it's stemming like from a good conversationalist energy. Good conversationalist's energy. So this person might love to have the stimulating conversations. They love to talk about things that they're interested in. They love to learn. Okay, what energy is your person bringing to this date? This next date that you'll have. This is my, this is for sale. This is my Witch Becomes Her Oracle if you're interested. It has 53 archetypes, different energies, and each one has keywords to explain what type of witch we are getting. Hippie witch, peace, free spirit, unconventional. I just said they have been around, so they probably love traveling, taking risks. Maybe they're spontaneous. Look, free spirit. And then bottom of the deck is heaven, earth, and journey. And we already talked about that with levitation, travel. Yes. So that's what I'm getting for that energy. For the spiritual side of things. This person, I just think that they're going places spiritually and physically. They just love to move along and absorb. Absorb. Yep. Okay. Absorb. I was wondering why that word came to me because I just saw it. Absorbing. They absorb their surroundings. They soak it in. They're very well immersed. Like I said, oh my gosh, I love it. So I'm going to leave you one more card. This date, I think this date is going to be really like, it's like interesting. It's like you want to know what all there is to know about this person. This person's just very intriguing. And you're like, man, like, what planet did you come from? Where did you fall from? Like, you're so different. I like you. You know, you guys are going to have some interesting conversations. I will say that too. This person might challenge you and question you, but challenge you to think outside the box, think outside the book. Challenge you to think outside of limiting belief systems. You know, this person might push you to use your own brain, use your own heart, use your intuition. They are not in a cookie cutter mold at all, and I think they might expand you or help you expand your horizons. You got levitation, travel. You have heaven, earth, journey, free spirit. I just feel like this is going to be a really interesting day, and it might start out as just stimulating conversation, but who's to say that it won't deepen or it won't strengthen after that, you know? It might be that you see this person, you're like attracted to their intellect. Maybe they're attracted to the way you think, you know, how you conversate. And who's to say that is just, you know, that's not just, I would just say it's just going to start like that, but it might build. It might build if you guys, you know, find other things to conversate on or find other things that you can both relate on to spark some loving. So that's what I'm getting for that. And then we're going to add some love messages. We have the time we shared was not a painless affair. So this to me can say that maybe the reason why you guys will date is because you guys, I don't know, maybe you have, you know, other parties in the mix, or maybe you know, both of you are dating other people, and so maybe you guys, you know, come together, and it's kind of forbidden, like you shouldn't be, and maybe that's why there's nothing like romantic here just yet, because maybe you both are tied to someone else. So it's not a painless affair. So who knows? Maybe you could get there. Just be very careful. If you're already tied to somebody, obligated to someone, or you're in love with someone else, married to someone else, whatever the case is, make sure you're not entertaining this new date, because you're not a real free soldier. You're accounted for. So be careful with, you know, this affair, because it does seem like you guys could take it to another level, and it could become an affair. Or there could be just a one-time thing that you're like thinking about all the time. And yeah, because this seems very familiar flashback. So maybe fantasizing about what you guys did. If you guys take it there, remember, this is not like set in stone. You can always change. If you feel like this date can take you to other places in this connection, and you know that you're ready with someone else, then I would just be very careful about that, because it could lead to something else. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so the time we shared was not a painless affair. So in other words, affair, painless affair. So this can also say that you know, it might be a mistake. You dating this person might be a mistake. You might be like, man, that was an affair. What did I do? Or man, this is the affair I needed to break out of my relationship I don't want to be in, so I can be with this person. I don't know. So just, you know, take it how it resonates. Take it for how it resonates, if it does. Collective energy here. I do personal readings over on my Fiverr if you're interested. So this is my Painted Love Oracle, and this is my Feelings in Bloom Oracle. All about feelings, intentions, getting down to the energy, the nitty gritty of what person is possessing as far as like their feelings, you know, their attractions and all that. Okay, so you got curious again with the skeptical. Look at that, the skeptical witch. Questions, hesitations, and doubts. So this person might find you to be very mysterious, very appealing, very interesting, maybe exotic, and they want to know all there is to know about you. Very, very curious. Look at that. Look, book, wanting to learn more. It's like there's something about you that wasn't there before, and now it is, and I want to know I want to learn all there is to know about you. What turns you on, what turns you off, what ticks you off, what pisses you off, what ticks you, whatever. Yeah, same thing. And then you have honest. And this to me, see, there's a bouquet, a wedding bouquet. I live my life with integrity. So I think this is just saying, you know, maybe there's marriage involved. You know, maybe there's a third party. This is a third party situation. You guys go out on a date. You're not supposed to be on a date, but it just happens that way. Maybe you think it's just going to be platonic, and it ends up being more than that over time. So just, you know, watch out for that. Because it could very much, you know, it could very well turn into something more dangerous. So that date is what I have for you. If you liked this at all, please do let me know in the comments. I hope you have a wonderful day and have fun. If this is just a platonic thing, then have fun getting to know this person and picking their brains. And I hope that, you know, you keep it I guess, casual with this person if you're with someone else. If not, if you're totally single and ready to mingle, then really dive deep into this connection, because I really feel that this is something interesting and worth investing your time into and your heart space into. And it's great because it starts off with stimulating conversations, brainstorming. It's just, you know, questioning and just asking and getting to know this person. And it's just on deeper level. It's not like on the physical and then finally getting to how they think. It's more like, let me figure out how you think. Let me figure out what you're all about, and then we'll see what we can scratch, what surface we can scratch and get deeper and see if there's any love in there somewhere. Anyway, you take care. And now we're going to get into pile number 2's message. Pile number 2, hello. You have... Oh, wait. Let me tell you what you have. You have the purple amethyst here. That's a good sleeping buddy, by the way. Very relaxing buddy. So I'm going to give you your blessing. Much love to you. Thank you so much for being here. May you find clarity, closure, answers, and entertainment in this reading. Thank you for choosing pile number 2. All right, so what's your angel number today? Let's start off with some beautiful energy. Pile number 2's angel message. Okay, you have 21, 3, 2. I'm going to go with 2, 21, and 3. So see if any of those messages mean, or see what those are by Googling your own words, so that I don't deprive you of what you should be finding out on your own. Okay, pile number 2, thank you for being here. Let's figure out what your next date is going to be like, shall we? Your next hot date. Number 1, oh my gosh. A lot of King of Swords, Queen of Swords, mental stimulation energies. But there's more to it than that. Check that out. It gets a little ... Not going to tell you. But yeah, check out pile number 1 if you have time. If you feel that's your story. Pile number 2, let's see what you're all about. Well, actually, no. Let's see what this date is going to be all about. If you're new, please subscribe. And thank you for checking me out. Please put 2 in the comments. Think of yourself while they shuffle. What is your next date going to be like? Pile number 2. Pile number 2, what is your next date going to be like? Thank you so much. Pile number 2, what is your next date going to be like? Okay, you have Three of Pentacles. What's your next date going to be like? Pile number 2. Please help me clarify the Three of Pentacles. Why is the Three of Pentacles here for the next date? Pile number 2. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? Pile number 2. Why is the Three of Pentacles here for your next date? Pile number 2. Alright. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lord of Shadows, Death. Death! So, don't be alarmed. We'll figure out what that means, what that entails. Alright. So thank you for being here, by the way. I really appreciate your time. And I've been doing pick a cards for 2+ years now, so I have a playlist. If you're looking for more, if you want to binge watch with moi, I would love it. Okay, so let me marinate a little bit. Let me really dive into this energy. So I think for you, pile number 2, I think that this has to do with a person you're already involved with. Someone, it could be someone that you work with, Three of Pentacles. It can be somebody that you are involved with. Either you have a business with them, you organize a family with them. I'm sorry, you've created a family with them, you've created a business with them, you've created a lifestyle, a life with them. And you know, there were a lot of hard times in this connection. Nine of Swords. Someone who you have, have a lot of strong ties to, contracts that you signed off on. This could be a marriage, because we do have the High Priest. So I think this has to do with someone that you're committed with. Yes, there's like some kind of commitment here, some kind of tie. Something that you are, invested in. You see the money, and then you see the paperwork, and then you see the High Priest, which symbolizes, tradition, marriage, commitments, and teachings. And you got King with the High Priest, a lot of teachings, a lot of lessons here. So I think this could have to do, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is general, it's not going to fit everybody's story. I do personal readings, though, if you're looking for something more tailored to your energy, friends. But I feel that this could be someone who you have either divorced, or you are considering divorcing, or maybe you guys are in separation, or maybe this is your ex coming through. But this can be either a karmic partner as well. Yeah, and then we have this Death card at the end. So I think that what this date is telling me is that you and your person are going to try to make it work. Whether it's, from a relationship from the past that you're trying to reconcile or rekindle. And trying to get back how things used to be, perhaps. Trying to make this work. Trying to collaborate together to make this work. But deep down inside, there's something here that you just don't want to revisit. There's something here that you're ready to part ways with. You're tired of feeling this Nine of Swords energy. So it's like you go out on this date, you give it the benefit of the doubt, you try to make this work, you know what you have to do, mentally. This King of Swords is like trying to do things by the books, by doing things the right way. You're trying to, be a step ahead. The High Priest is like saying, let's do things the right way. Let's do things the right way. I'll give it one more chance. I'll go back to my vows. Remember what my vows are all about. Remember what promises I made when I said I do. And you try to revisit by having a date, by having, conversation. And it could be that you're signing contracts again. Maybe you're splitting up your paperwork. Maybe that's the kind of date we're getting here. I don't see a romantic date here, friend. It's like you're having a special date having to do with paperwork and obligations and things that you're invested in, things that you have signed your name off on, things that maybe bring you stress. And I'm so sorry. Like, it's not, okay, don't, hurt the messenger. Don't be mad at the messenger. I'm just giving you the messages that my intuition and my spirit team wants to help me convey. So I'm sorry if this is not your story, or I'm sorry if this is in fact truth and you still don't want to hear it. But it's kind of like it's here for a reason. So this date, to be honest, I think has to do with paperwork, money, family matters, and doing things the right way. King of Swords with this High Priest, doing, fairness, trying to work together so that everybody's happy, so that we can eliminate this Knight of Swords energy. Contracts, splitting of the paperwork, splitting of the material stuff, splitting of the money, splitting of the duties, splitting of the family stuff, splitting of X, Y, and Z, dividing things, dividing visitation, divide things that need to get done for your business, for your connection, for your friendship, if you have a friendship still. It's like they're working on the same page. They're trying to be civil. And that's the key thing here, is that this date is essential. You need to have this date. You need to have this talk. You need to go over paperwork. You need to be able to address everything, the elephant in the room, and lay it out on the table and sort everything, compartmentalize everything so that everything can be in order. Tradition, values, marriage, commitments, all that needs to be talked about in this card, the High Priestess with the King of Swords. And then you have, lawyer energy, so maybe you need to, have important documents signed or looked at or whatever. And then you got this Death card. Then you can end this energy. This date needs to be had. This talk, this finalizing moment needs to be had in order for you to have a rebirth, to move on. And it's like this man or this woman is looking at, the two loves of his life or her life, moving on, but just across the green briar, just across the patch, just onto the other side of trees, so they can still be in each other's lives. They can still share the same well to get the same water. They can still see how everyone's doing. They can still visit. And this, the Lord of Shadows, this energy is seeing the father and the daughter do their thing over here and like have fun, have bonds and do nature walks and picnics and whatever. And then he brings the child back, and then it's this energy's turn to do their thing with their child and bond and have fun and have picnics and whatever. So it's like they're sharing. And then you have this beautiful butterfly coming out to say, this feels good, this feels nice, this feels safe, this feels right. So I feel that's what this date is all about. Okay, friends? Sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear. Sorry if you wanted romance and fire and passion and desire and candles and all that jazz. But again, I'm not sorry either. It's like sorry, I'm not sorry at the same time, because others of you might not even want any of that stuff. You might need to hear this message, this truth, this ending, this beginning. So it's like a talk needs to be had. And how can you work together? You're worried, so stop worrying and talk about it. And then you can put this worry to rest. Then you'll be at the Four of Swords, resting, recuperating, healing. So you got, I won't make the same mistake twice. So that is telling me that, maybe you guys have given it a chance. Giving it chances after chances after chances, and then you're done. You're like, I can't give it anymore. This is all all that I have. I have nothing else to give to this connection. There's nothing else I can offer or change. I can't change anything. I've already done all the changing I could do. The best change I can do is to end this and start anew. So I won't make the same mistake twice. So you learned a lot, and I just said that. The King of Swords. This is the top of the swords, top of the thinking that you can go. You have that thinking cap back on. Or on, for real, for finally. Yeah, you've learned through this connection. You did. And that's why you're the high priest and you're the king. You're not the page, you're not the ace of swords, you're the king of swords. So you learned through this relationship, you learned through this situation, you learned through these years that you have spent, these golden years, because look, there's a lot of gray here. So, the date. Please tell me more about this date. Anxious, my nerves won't get the best of me, and that's what's happening here with the Nine of Swords. So maybe you're having doubts about having this conversation or presenting what you need to present to your person. Maybe you're feeling scared. Maybe you're feeling like you don't know what's gonna come of it. You don't know how your person's gonna react. You don't know if you'll be able to go through with this topic or this date or the findings like afterwards. Whatever is left and the findings are there on the table, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is what the results are after we talked about everything we need to talk about. It could be talking about a divorce. It could be talking about setting a schedule, to, if you share children, to set the schedule for the children, or set a schedule on when to work together and make money together, whatever. Like new routines being established. And then guilty, I make peace with the past. So that's what I'm saying. Like maybe this is a connection that you've had for a very long time, and now you're finding closure. But maybe you're feeling guilty because you're bringing on this change, and maybe you're afraid of breaking your person's heart because look, they want to be close to you still. They don't want to end this, but it has to come to an end. You can't grow. There's no more learning, no more lessons. You've exhausted all avenues in this connection. All right. So, there's another message here. This is my Painted Love Oracle. If you're interested, buy any two of our decks. Save $10 with free USA shipping. And I do ship worldwide for a calculated price. So Etsy, my Etsy link is down below. So this person might still want to hold on to you. You got a lot of colors that mimic each other. Purples and pinks. And indigos. And then you got the final one. Look into my eyes. There's a light of love inside of me. So this person still has a lot of feelings for you, or you both still have a lot of feelings for each other. There's still a lot of lights within each other. And I would suggest, still trying to make this work in another way, like as business partners, as friends, as sharing family, sharing custody if you need to, sharing a business, sharing, responsibilities, whatever you need to do. You still can make this work in just a different capacity. Still be able to look into each other's eyes and be on the same page, talking to each other, working together, not being enemies, not frenemies either. So, the last thing I'm going to leave you with is the date. What is the energy of this date going to be like when you have this conversation? You have hippie witch, peace, free spirit, unconventional. Oh, okay. So we have the high priest. Oh my gosh, I get it. The high priest, upside, right side up is, it's, what's it called? It's, I can't even think. It's conventional, right? It's like conforming to society. It's like doing what everybody else wants you to do. Oh, marriage. Okay, marriage. Let's get married because we're together. So we might, do what society expects from us. But then in reverse, this could be very much a reversal with the high priestess. The high priest with the King of Swords. It could be a reversal because it's King of Swords paperwork, right? So maybe someone here is talking about divorce or a breakup or a separation because we have unconventional. So the energy could be that there might be some kind of breakup, separation, or a divorce that will come from this conversation, this date. The next thing here is heaven, earth, and journey. So someone is taking off like this rocket ship. There's going to be some kind of transformation, some kind of fleeting, some kind of leaving energy, a death and a rebirth. You got the transformational butterfly here. And look, heaven, earth, journey. So some kind of peace after this has been taken care of. So if you're worried about it, Nine of Swords with the anxiety card, don't be worried. Fear no more. You guys might end up being on the same page after all. it took one person to open their mouth to say something, to, kind of like set the mood, or to open the door, open the conversation piece, or to, lay everything on the line. You're probably gonna find out that you probably feel the same way. It's just that you both were afraid of losing each other, or you're both afraid of not knowing what the result would be. We have skeptical. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is going with the anxious and the Nine of Swords. Like, you're worried about how your person is going to feel or take this, or what they're going to say, if they're going to fight you. And let's figure out. This is my Witch Becomes Her Oracle if you're interested. Perfect for all year round, not just Halloween, not just fall. And the last one here is Practical Witch. Modern, New Age, and Hands-On. And that's basically what this is saying. It's saying that you're going to have a new chance to start fresh. New age, new life, rebirth, like the transformational butterfly coming out of its chrysalis, right? Practical. Things are going to they're going to be more fitting to your soul's purpose, to your calling, to the reason why, in other words, you were in this situation, now you're going to find a reason not to be in the situation. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, the sun's on my eyes. The sun's in my face. The sun's on my skin. Oh, my stars. Oh, my sun. I'm so happy to see you again. Now you're having a brand new day, new age. Hands-on. Hands-on also is like maybe you're having control over your life again. And the final card here is, like I said, having to do with some kind of family affair, inheritance, having to do with money, getting your money. See? I pay attention to symbols, numbers, synchronicities, and signs and sirens. So that's saying some kind of a ending is happening here, and it's something that you need to pay attention to, that maybe there were red flags, maybe there's like your intuition telling you to get out, and now it's like saying, yes, you gotta have the talk, you need to get out. Hereditary Witch, inheritance. So you're talking about the money. We just talked about the money, other responsibilities you have to, counter in, or account for, factor in, or factor out, or, divide between both of you. Bloodline, this has to do with someone you're committed to, someone you're involved with, like I said, and tradition. And we have that with the Hierophant. So breaking a tradition or setting up a new one, a new dynamic. So from now on, you and your person are going to have a different type of relationship. And if you guys were to date, I think this might be something repeating. If you guys were to date, it will be like as friends, as business colleagues, as a family. And that's as far as it goes. There's no romance in here, which I am really sorry to say. If that's what you were looking for, I apologize. But at the same time, you're closing out a cycle, so maybe you can find romance elsewhere. But in this connection, I think there's something coming to an end with this Death card. But after the death comes a change, a new cycle, a new beginning. So thank you for watching. Closing this out with love and prosperity and closure and clarity, and hope that you find your true north, your true calling, and your sunlight again. No more in this darkness. You will come to find peace in your mind, in your heart, in your light. Alright, I'll see you next time, MV. And I'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget I have Etsy for all my decks that I used today. Pile number 3, you're next. Hello, Pile 3. I hope you're well. Thank you for choosing this pile. If you did, please leave a comment below with number 3. You don't have to tell me your whole story. Just let me know that you stopped by and that you chose this pile. Number 3. So let me give you some blessings. Much love and prosperity. Clear messages coming through, and some good vibes. And if love wants to come through, then hey, we welcome that too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. High lights, high bright vibrational frequencies here. Bright light for you, pile number 3. And to start this reading, let's give you an angel message. You have 44, and you also have 8. So look up 44 and look up 448. And look up 48. Did I say that? 4, 8, 4, 4, and 48. Those are your messages. See if you need to hear that. You might not need to, but there might be a reason why they came out. So thank you for watching. If you're new, please subscribe. I have a pick a card playlist. I used to post a lot of pick a cards over on my V Love and Crystals channel, and then I made the switch. I'm putting everything here. Well, I'm uploading new content here. So pick a card playlist will be linked below if you're looking for more. I have almost 500, so I would love it if you binge watched with moi. And let's see. Okay, love, passion, and pressure. Those are the 3 words that's coming to me right now. Love, passion, and pressure. So maybe pressure is saying don't feel pressure to go on a date with this person. Make sure there's love and passion before you say yes to anything. Maybe make sure there's chemistry before you commit to anything. Pressure, pressure. It could be maybe you need to apply the pressure. If you feel something for someone, apply it, make it known. Share your feelings, share what's on your heart. All right, that's what I'm getting. So pile number 3, much love. Number 3, what is your next date going to be like? Number 3, what is your next date going to be like? New message, new people, new energy, new cards. Think of yourself. What is your next date going to be like? Pile number 3, what is your next date going to be like? Ooh, Queen of Wands. I love that energy. So maybe you're feeling like you're in control. Maybe you're feeling like a lady. Maybe you're feeling like you're the princess or the queen of this date. All eyes are on you. Everybody's catering to you, or your person will be catering to you, opening the doors for you, holding up chairs for you, telling you how beautiful you are, giving you compliments. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. That's like content. That's the contentment. You know, feeling really fine, feeling good, looking good. Maybe your person finding you attractive, or you're finding your person attractive. 9 of Pentacles, luxurious life, having everything you want and need in this date, and more. This person, you know, check out pile number 1. Number 1 was very catering, very affectionate, very passionate, and that's what I'm getting here. Passion. Oh, okay, passion. And I'm getting pressure, but pleasure as well. Maybe pleasure is what wanted to come out. Maybe it somehow got fragmented in my brain. Pressure, pleasure. Maybe it's supposed to be pleasure. Passion, pleasure. What was the other word? I don't know. Now it's like that's irrelevant. That other word that came to me, it's irrelevant. I think it's passion and pleasure here. So I think you're gonna have a good time with this date. On this date, this is really, really I don't know, this is heart activation energy. Like, you're gonna feel really good about this connection. You're gonna feel really like free and happy, and you're gonna feel really ladylike. Or if you're a man, you're gonna feel really manly in this connection, on this date. And it could be that maybe you just met this person for the first time, or maybe this is like a multitude of dates that you're going on, that you're feeling this strongly. Or maybe this is a second or third date, and it's just you're really vibing and you're just on the same page. It's awesome. Seeing eye to eye, mutual. You're looking at the bird's looking at you, working together. And then you have 2 of Wands, which makes me feel like maybe you see outcomes with this person. Maybe you feel like you have choices with this person. Will you choose this person? Okay. Number 3, what is your date going to be like? You're feeling really good, I always say. You're feeling really good. And the 4 of Cups energy, again, with, options. Maybe you're dating around a lot, and you're seeing that this person is, worth your time. And it's saying, yeah, it's okay to be picky. It's okay to, wait and make a choice when you feel like you need to. Feel the vibes. Make sure you are, see, that's what I'm saying. Make sure you're feeling the passion. Make sure you're feeling that spark. Make sure you're feeling good about this date in order to take it to the next date and the next date and the next date. Saying maybe you should keep dating this person to test the waters. Maybe you'll see more doors opening for you when it comes to this chemistry. 4 of Cups, yeah, it's okay to be picky. It's okay. And I feel like with this energy, it's like you're missing your key ingredient. You're missing something, and you're missing something in your life. That special person, that special spark. And I think you could have it with this person. You got a lot of fire here. Queen of Wands, Two of Wands. You will have this aha, like, man, I can see myself with this person, you know, for a long time. I can see myself growing with this person. But maybe it's so new that you have to keep dating to find that out. Oh, see? Wheel of Fortune. Very, very lucky and fortunate to be in this connection. But I think that you're going to have to date around a little bit or date them a lot to find out that you don't want to be without them in your life. To find out how grateful and lucky you are to have them in your life. And then you'll be able to take that cup. You know? It's kind of like, let me keep dating around. Let me keep dating. I don't want to settle. I don't want to settle. And then all of a sudden, you date all these other people, and then you date all these people, all these notches on your belt, perhaps. And then you're like, wait a minute. I want to go back to this person. I really like this Queen of Wands. Or I like the person that makes me feel like the Queen of Wands. I like this person. I want to feel fine, and I want to be treated like I want to be treated like I am of royalty. I want them to wine and dine me. I want them to pay for my dinners. But don't forget to do the even energy exchange bit where you pay for stuff too. This date, I feel, I don't know, I feel like you're gonna really vibe with this person. You're gonna really like to be in their company. You got deja vu. I learned from familiar moments, so maybe this person feels familiar to you. Maybe they feel like home to you. Maybe they're very comforting. Maybe they make you feel protected in this person's presence. Maybe you feel the passion, the chemistry, the desire. Maybe you feel a lot of pleasure with this person, like this person just makes you smile, makes you feel happy, makes you feel good, makes you feel, paid attention to. Maybe you didn't feel paid attention to in previous relationships, and maybe that's why you're like trying not to get your hopes high with this person. So yeah, it's okay to be picky, but just don't, you don't want to settle, but just make sure you're not waiting too long to finally put your cake together and put your ingredients together, because you don't want to miss this train. You don't want to miss the wheel. This person might be really good for you. So if you want to keep dating, go for it, but don't miss on the opportunity to make something with this person. You have a choice. Try to make your choice. Go with the fire. What brings you joy? Inspired. See? I breathe life into new ideas, and then you got the Two of Wands. What will you create with this person? Maybe this person makes you feel like you can go places. Maybe you didn't feel like you can go anywhere with your previous relationships, and now this one comes into your life. And it's like, oh, shoot, you're the fire to make my wheel turn again. Wow. Then you have, look at that, finish what you started. More fire. It's like, exactly. You started something with this person. Don't start dating other people, because you might end up losing this, or you might end up getting yourself in a third, fourth, fifth party situation. Or you might end up falling in love with someone else, and then it'll be really hard. Or you might end up losing your person to them falling in love with someone else, and then you're going to be like wishing that you stepped on the ship and turned the wheel with your person. Finish what you started. Yeah, but take your time. When you feel the moment is right, then you make your choice. This is my Painted Love Oracle. This is my Feelings in Bloom Oracles for sale on Etsy, my Etsy shop, We Love Crystals. Save $10 when you buy any two with free USA shipping and tracking, and I also ship worldwide with calculated shipping. So yeah, check me out. I have 18 decks. My husband and I and my daughter create them. All right, what messages want to come through for you? Pile number 3. You have inadequate, I am worthy, I am enough. So, I don't know, maybe you're feeling like you're missing something. Maybe that's why you're in the Four of Cups energy. And you're like, I want more, I want more. So, if you are wanting more, maybe you can vocalize. Maybe you're wanting commitment. Maybe you want to date more. Whatever you want, make sure you vocalize. Maybe you can say, look, I want to date you, but I don't want strings attached. I just want to have fun. So just make that apparent, and then they can be on the same page with you, and they can give you what you're looking for, and vice versa. And then there'll be no heartaches, no misunderstandings. And give me back my heart. I know you don't care. That's interesting. You know what? I don't think this needs to be here. Let me think. Give me back my heart. Give me back my heart. Give me back my heart. I know you don't care. Give me back my heart. I know you don't care. There's a reason why it's here. I shouldn't just pull it back in. This can be another energy coming through for others of you. Maybe you're in a relationship with someone else, and maybe that's why you're dating other people, to see if what you have with your current partner is worth staying for or worth fighting for. And maybe you feel like your person doesn't care about you. Maybe that's why you're looking elsewhere. Maybe that's why you're looking to date. But maybe that's why you're like in the Four of Swords energy. You're like, I don't know what I want. And people are offering you things, but you don't want what they're offering. So maybe you feel like you need to look elsewhere for what you're lacking. And maybe you feel like you want your heart back so you can move on. So you can turn that wheel. Okay. And then we have, your love is hot, give me all you've got. So I think that's what's happening, is like you can't move on, you can't turn the wheel until you take back not take back, but once you resolve a connection you're already in, or once you find closure on dealing with your ex, if that's what you're still thinking about. Maybe you're thinking, can I get all this with my ex, or will the next person remind me of my ex? Maybe you wanted to go back to your ex, and it's not going to work out that way. I think you're going to find new territory. Maybe you're fearing that you're going to get into another relationship and it's going to be just like being with your ex. And I don't think so. Don't think like that. So give me back my heart. I know you don't care, so I can move on. Turn the wheel. And then your love is hot. Give me all you got. And then welcoming in love. Welcoming in a new chemistry, new partner. Finding that closure. Feeling the passion and the fire, the desire. Because you closed out your cycle. You're done with this wheel, and now you're turning the wheel, and you got your heart back, and now you're ready to give it to someone else. You're ready to finish a cycle and start a new one with a new date. I feel like this date, I don't think it's just like, oh, hey, let's go out on a date. I think it's like something that, I think it's a date that you've been going on for a while. It's not a new one. It's like, just having fun, going on a date periodically, and you're still trying to sort out your feelings, but you feel really good to be in this person's company, and you just want to keep on going out on dates with this person until you feel that fire enough to make a change, enough to say, yes, let's put a label on it, let's share love, let me tell you how much I love you. So I think this is just like dating energy, but it's not just one date. It's like over time, over and over and over. And then deep down inside, you're probably thinking, is this enough? Will I be happy with this? What am I missing? How can this person bring me more? What can I do to bring him more or her more? So that's what I'm getting. You take care. Hey friends, I just wanted to let you know that I do have a tip jar if you would like to support this channel and keep the energy going. The energy exchange goes a long way. It helps me stay motivated with pick cards and other fun videos here on the channel. So there are different ways to do that. I have the join memberships right next to my subscribe button. If you click on that, you'll see all the different tiers that I offer. It's also reflective on Patreon, so whatever you decide to choose, it would mean so much to me, and your name gets put at the beginning of my videos to say thank you for your support. You help keep the fun train going. And I also would like to invite you to check out my Etsy shop. I have personal readings on there if you want to support me that way. Consider collecting one of your VLC decks by yours truly.